Well, we know that Will Smith's been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. He can't attend, whether it's in person or virtually. But the one thing they didn't do, they didn't take away his Oscar. Let's get into it, shall we? Hey, it's your girl, Miss Analytical. And I'm coming to you live on this Saturday afternoon. I just felt like singing that. So, yes, Will Smith has been banned from attending the Oscar ceremonies. He can't attend until 2032. He can't even attend virtually until that year. He doesn't have to pay a fine at all. And he can still be nominated and win future Oscar awards. But the biggest thing that many people wanted to know was, will he be able to retain his Oscar that he won last week? And the answer is yes. He will be able to keep that. And I'm going to say something. I want to say to the Academy, that shows that you aren't as vindictive as many people think you are, even though I already uploaded my commentary stating that I do think that the 10-year ban is harsh. I agree with if you gave him about 3 to 5 years, but definitely have him to pay a fine because he did walk up there and he smacked the man. But 10 years is harsh. But the fact that you are not going to revoke the Oscar is a good move, because if you did, it basically would have opened a can of worms, because you allowed Roman Polanski to keep his award, even though y'all knew he was pedophilian and he left the country way years before you awarded him the Best Director award for the movie Pianist back in 2003. You allow Harvey Weinstein to keep his Oscar for Best Picture of the Year while he's in prison. So you can't, and you still invite Mel Gibson to the Oscars, knowing that he's anti-Semitic. So you couldn't revoke Will Smith's Oscar. You couldn't revoke Will Smith's Oscar at all. You couldn't revoke it at all. So I think that's a great move that y'all did. But this is my opinion how all this is going to play out. Will Smith has his Oscar. So the Oscar ban, he's not going to really care about it, because to be honest with you, Will Smith doesn't really go to the Oscars like that. But Jada actually attends more so, if you notice through the years. Jada is not banned. So Jada can still go and present, because last year, 2021, she presented an Oscar. She was a presenter when they were in the Kodak Theater, that small, tiny theater. And that was a nice ceremony. So she was there presenting, and she had her short hair and everything. But I feel that what's going to occur is this. He's going to basically crawl back to mega star status, okay? And he's going to make a defining career film as a 50-plus-year-old actor, because everyone loves a redemption story. And Will Smith, before the slap heard around the world, he was everyone's favorite actor. What occurred, and this is what I'm going to say where Smith kind of went wrong in in his career, when he made a movie that I will not say, but it was a movie that he made after Hancock. That to me was kind of like where it kind of all went a little bit, because it wasn't like a Will Smith type of film. Another thing is that was like his first official flop also. Another thing is that when he made the movie with Jaden, Afterlife, it wasn't well received at all. That was another hit. Then he made Concussion. Now, Concussion did pretty okay, but it wasn't like a blockbuster hit, because he's like a blockbuster actor. And when you're in your 40s and 50s, you really got to do like a lot of movies and whatnot. He did a movie called Collateral Beauty. He did another movie. I can't think of the name of it. But then he started making movies on Netflix. And to me, no, well, you're a box office guy. But I guess he did it because he wanted to touch that platform. But what I thought Aladdin was good. I didn't see the whole thing, but I thought that him playing the genie was very good because that was like comedic and musical at the same time. And that was something that he never did. Also, I want to say that Will coming back, returning to do Bad Boys was a good look. And it's another movie he made. The Gemini Man. That was a good look. I believe the Gemini Man did pretty good. The Gemini Man did good. But he hadn't, this past decade, he was still on top, but he wasn't Mr. Blockbuster like he was in the 90s and 2000s. But to me, King Richard being a dramatic film was a very good role for him. And I called it. I said he's going to win that Oscar. And what I see happening is that he's probably going to do more dramatic pieces, which he can now do. He can be that Denzel. He can be that Denzel. You know, he could be like the next in line for that. And also what I do think he should do, he should go to Broadway and do a one-man show. He should do a one-man show about his life based on his book. Based on the book Will. Or have somebody play him based on that autobiography world. Because I've read some of the notes in the book. And I gotta tell you, that's a very good book. It's 400 pages. And I'm only at like the third chapter. And it feels like it's worth every page. But this ain't gonna ruin his brand. Because as long as the fans, we go to support his films, they're not going to, the only thing they can say is, oh, we may never give you another Oscar again. He already got one. You didn't take it away. You allowed him to accept it. So as long as we go and support his projects, his movies, his television shows. Also, I think that he should do another album. Because, see, here's the thing. He doesn't have a reputation with the Grammys. He doesn't have a bad reputation with television, the Emmys. And I'm going to say something else, too. He should now concentrate for him and DJ Jazzy Jeff to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because they've already passed the 25-year requirement. They have actually 36. They have 36 or 37. They've been making music since 85. Get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay? And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Ellen Nicole. I'm signing off. Thank you. And have a wonderful weekend.